This season, one of the most dominant 5-man lineup in the NBA isn't in Oklahoma City, Detroit, or Denver. It's in Charlotte. If you're not paying attention right now, you are missing out on one of the league's most surprising transformations. The Charlotte Hornets. Chapter 1. From punchline to power. For a long time, the Hornets lived at the bottom of national conversations. They were the easy loss on your schedule. Last season's 19-win total felt like confirmation of a program going nowhere, a team that had accepted life as tank commanders. Then this year, 8 net rating. That numbers also came from wins over legitimate teams: Oklahoma City, Denver, San Antonio, and the Lakers. At one point, they had gone on a 7-game winning streak, something the franchise hadn't seen in over 2 decades. They already bested last year's win total before the All-Star break. This is no longer a cute story about improving chemistry. It's a franchise reinventing its identity. Charlotte are becoming a true threat in the East. Chapter 2, the long tail of dysfunction. To appreciate how far Charlotte has come, you have to understand how bad these guys truly were. For much of the past decade, the Hornets were a team that had flashy moments here and there, but couldn't many basketball games. You'd watch LaMelo pull out a jaw-dropping assist, or you'd see Brandon Miller make a crazy dunk, but in the same game they would lose by 32 words. Talent wasn't the problem, it was their mentality and roster creation that caused them to lose so much. When a program loses the rhythm of competing together, even gifted players become losers. That context matters, because it shows just how big the shift in Charlotte really is. This wasn't a couple of new drills, it wasn't a lineup tweak. This was a full reset. What used to feel like a team stuck in neutral suddenly turned into a group that actually holds people accountable. A team that expects everyone to be connected, not just on the court, but mentally. That's a culture change. And those don't happen by accident. Chapter 3, the architect of change. When Charles Lee got the job, nobody circled Charlotte as an instant turnaround story. He didn't come in with some flashy savior resume. He wasn't being hyped as the next superstar coach. But he was respected. Lee had been around winning environments. Milwaukee's 2021 title run, Boston's 2024 staff, and more importantly, he paid attention. He didn't just copy one system, he blended what worked. From Budenholzer, he took spacing and patience. From Mazzulla, he took switching and defensive versatility. And instead of forcing players into a rigid system, he built schemes around what his roster could actually do that matters. On paper, his first season looked rough, injuries, only 19 wins, all the usual growing pains. But underneath that, the habits were changing. The ball started moving, defensive mistakes got called out, players stopped freelancing. More importantly, the locker room changed. Guys stopped playing for themselves and started playing for each other. And that's not coach speak. It shows up every night. This is a franchise that used to accept dysfunction. Lee didn't. Chapter 4, the passing state. If you want to understand Charlotte's offensive jump, it comes down to one word: passing, not fake passing. Real movement, real reads. Watch the Sixers game. 34 assists on 47 made shots. 8 guys in double figures. That doesn't happen by accident. That's a system doing exactly what it's designed to do. Lee calls it connectedness, and the numbers back him up. Top 6 in the league. Last year, that would have sounded insane. The idea is simple. When the ball moves, defenses scramble, rotations get laid, driving lanes open. But the hard part isn't the scheme. It's the mindset. Guys have to accept smaller roles. They have to trust the next pass. They have to stay patient. LaMelo buying into that has been massive. So has Nüple taking the right shots instead of forcing bad ones. This offense has multiple guys who can start a play and multiple guys who can finish it. Paint touches, kickouts, quick rescreens, second actions. It's not just about scoring. It's about building habits that wear teams down over time. Systemic change. Chapter 5, Moussa Diabaté's rise. Moussa Diabaté's jump looks sudden, but it really isn't. He started last season on a 2-way contract. Now, he's anchoring the most efficient starting lineup in the league. When Mark Williams was moved to Phoenix, minutes opened up. Diabaté didn't just take them, he ran with them. Defensively, he's perfect for today's NBA. He can switch, he can recover, he can protect the rim without fouling. That mobility lets Charlotte be aggressive without getting burned. Offensively, his rim running creates chaos. Defenders collapse. Shooters get clean looks. Spacing stays intact. And here's the underrated part: his decision making. That's not a small improvement. That's a different player. He's hitting career highs across the board, and teams are starting to game plan for him. That tells you everything. Chapter 6, rookie surprise, Nüple. When Charlotte took Nüple 4th overall, the label label was easy. Shooter, floor spacer, Clay type role. What no one expected. How complete his game already is. He's putting up around 19 points per game, shooting 48% from the field and 43% from 3. That's elite, rookie or not. He's 3rd in the NBA in made threes. And these aren't just wide open looks. He's pulling up, attacking closeouts, making reads out of pick and roll. Defenses can't cheat him. If they press up, he goes by them. If they sit back, he lets it fly. He's gone from role player to secondary creator. Fast. And the Duke subplot makes it even better. Former roommates, now Rookie of the Year rivals. Nüple showed in college that he could step up when it mattered. Now he's doing it in the NBA, on a team that's actually winning. That changes everything. Chapter 7, 2 wings, 1 engine. Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball are the heartbeat of this team. Miller has taken the leap, nearly 21 a night, comfortable scoring at all 3 levels, confident late in games. He doesn't force shots, he expects them. LaMelo is the reason it works. He's taking fewer shots, he's passing more, he's turning it over less. That might not sound flashy, but it's huge. He just hit 2,000 career assists, becoming only the 4th Hornet to ever do it. That's not hype. That's sustained playmaking. Instead of hunting highlights, LaMelo is controlling games. When he drives, shooters are ready. When Diabate rolls, defenses panic. When Miller gets a kick out, it's money. That's what connected basketball looks like. Chapter 8, signature wins. This isn't just about stats. It's about how they're winning. Take the New Orleans game, down 22. Season looked cooked. Instead, they adjusted. Switched coverage, crushed the glass. New Orleans scored 31 points in the second half, only 13 in the fourth. That's not luck, that's buy-in. Then there's the Sixers game, 34 assists, 8 scores, total control, and the road numbers wild. A 151 point differential in January, tied for an NBA record. 9-3 on the road since late December. 4 straight road wins for the first time in years. Winning away from home takes discipline. Less panic, cleaner execution, better defense. Charlotte is doing all of that. Chapter 9, the honest reality. Are the Hornets perfect? No, they're 23-28 for a reason. Late game offense still gets shaky. The bench can lose rhythm. Defensive focus comes and goes. Those are real concerns. But look at the foundation. Best 5-man net rating in the league. A rookie who's warping defenses. A franchise point guard playing the smartest ball of his career. And a coach who completely flipped the culture. Path forward is clear. Protect that starting unit. Sharpen late game sets. Clean up the second unit. Stay healthy. If they do that, a play-in spot is very realistic. And depending on matchups, they could be a real problem. The bigger question is sustainability. Is this a hot streak or something real? Given the coaching, the development, and the identity they've built, this feels like more than a blip. If you like this video, I've got another one queued up right here. Trust me, you're gonna wanna see it. Click it now.